Time now for the day ahead here at Capital OTB on this Wednesday, April 2nd. On Capital OTB TV and via Capital OTB Bet, you can play some Tampa, some Parks, Mahoning. We'll have on the Selkie side Saratoga Harness this afternoon, a little bit later on Turf Paradise, and then tonight on the Selkie side, Northfield, Yonkers, Rosecroft, and Western Fair. All of those will be available today. Coming up this week, a nice weekend of prep action to look forward to. The Wood Memorial at Aqueduct, nice full field in here. There are all of these offer some level of intrigue, and Sand Devil, the New York bred for Linda Rice, who ran second in the Gotham, is interesting to me. Hill Road for Chad Brown. Grande from Todd Pletcher, I think, is very interesting, off two big wins down at Gulfstream, and now Tri Stakes Company in the third start. Similar scenario for Brad Cox and Passion Rules, 3 for 3, but Tri Stakes Company. And Statesman from Shug and our friends at West Point and Company comes in off a couple of wins down at Tampa. The numbers, the buyers are a little light, but the horse won. So how fast can the horse go? Unfortunately, Statesman got stuck in an outside post position. That's a little bit of a negative. But the Wood looks very good on Saturday. Keeneland has the Bluegrass. We'll have to watch the weather. Keeneland's set to open on Friday, but again, they're expecting some weather over the next few days into the weekend. So again, we'll have to keep our ear to the ground there and see how things shake out. But in the Bluegrass, River Thames, really interesting to me, off the near miss in the Fountain of Youth for Todd Pletcher. About mid-stretch, you thought the horse was going to win, and then Sovereignty had that crazy run. And so River Thames just got nipped. Burnham Square, Holy Bull winner, ran fourth in the Fountain of Youth. I could see that one turning it around. Owen Almighty off the win in the Tampa Bay Derby. East Avenue, who had the very good two-year-old season, and then kind of clunked in the seasonal debut down in the Risen Star. I think the horse is better than that, but we'll see. And Chancellor McPatrick, one of my favorites from last year, who ran second in the Tampa Bay Derby in the seasonal debut. Bluegrass looking very intriguing. And then out in Southern California, Journalism and Citizen Bull, both coming in off wins. Let's see if one or the other can string a couple together, because in the prep season so far, we really haven't seen horses run big and then come back in another big effort to win. Sovereignty, I thought, ran well in the Florida Derby off the win in the previous start. So it wasn't like a win and a clunk, but it wasn't two wins back-to-back. We'll see if Journalism or Citizen Bull can manage that in the Santa Anita Derby. So again, 3 really good and important preps coming up on Saturday. Don't forget, there's a Derby future pool this week. It will actually open tomorrow and end on Saturday before most of this action goes off. So keep that in mind, a little bit different than some of the other Derby future pools. And on the morning line, there are some intriguing prices in there that potentially can hold up because folks won't get a chance to see these preps necessarily. And that is good if you like some of the horses that are running this weekend. Want to thank our friends down at Gulfstream for their hospitality, Florida Derby weekend. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the coverage Friday and Saturday morning. We had some live cut-ins as well. Did interviews in the winner's circle with Connections also. And then there was a little bit of a technical difficulty uploading things on Saturday night. But we have all those interviews in the can. I would expect we'll show them on the weekend at some point, because there was comments on the performances on the track, but then also just looking forward where we might look for some of these horses to run next. For instance, had Safi Joseph, and he said the performance by White Barrio on Saturday was a good prep for the Met Mile up at Saratoga, so that will be the game plan there. Met Mile at Saratoga on Belmont Stakes weekend. So that coming up in the future. And as I say, we'll this weekend show some of those interviews from last Saturday in the winner's circle after a number of the stakes races down on the Florida Derby card. But again, it was a great weekend. Hospitality from the folks at Gulfstream, much appreciated. And as I say, appreciate your tuning in. And if you have any feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Thoughts on what you'd like to see as we go on these trips. If you liked what you saw, or if you think, oh, we'd like to have some of this as well, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here for the day ahead here on Capital OTB TV and at CapitalOTBBet.com as well. So that's your Wednesday. Stay tuned. Good luck.